Twitter is a strange website, to say the least. It's a breeding ground for people to express themselves, to share their thoughts and opinions about things in a quick, concise 280-character limit. With this said, the website also allows and often promotes spouting mindless hot takes for the consumption of the average Twitter user. Through the years of Twitter's popularity, many people have constantly requested an edit tweet feature, for several reasons, be it to not sound like an idiot, or to just allow people to correct small errors such as spelling or sentence structure. Recently it came across my timeline again, and I figured it'd be a nice little topic of discussion for a video, so let's not waste any more time and just get right into it.
I see the stars and the planets soon follow. Expect to have the universe by tomorrow. Just sit back and relax, don't worry. The world can wait.
Ever since Twitter became a widely used website, one major statement that has appeared en masse after each major Twitter update has been,
"We didn't ask for this. We asked for an edit tweet button,"
followed by whatever the reason they provide, be it to fix spelling errors or wonky sentences. It's been a long requested tool that the heads of Twitter have actually discussed implementing at some point. The thing about people asking for the edit tweet button is that I've never seen people further discuss it outside of,
"We need the edit tweet button."
So today I'd like to take some time to discuss some of the pros and cons of adding this mystical edit tweet feature. Having an edit post feature is very convenient for our social media use, as many times users tend to ship their statements off quickly with little to no regard of quality. Let me be clear, not everyone does this, obviously, but it's a large enough group for it to be very noticeable. I'm a part of this group. I've done the repost of shame many times. When you're in the moment and you want to get something off your chest, you tend to just ship it out without any regard to quality. Then when you reread it after you've posted it, you notice the glaring spelling issues or a weird sentence or two. Everyone's been a victim to it at some point. We all go through that stage. With an edit tweet button, it'd be nice to quickly fix the issues of the original post and then move on with your day, to spout more hot takes that are horribly misspelled. It would also open the door for people to be as clear as possible on a website renowned for its brutality of degrading people based on misinterpretation. Of course, as nice as it would be to have an edit tweet feature, there will always be those who will use it for nefarious purposes, which brings us to the cons of the idea of an edit tweet button. Twitter is very, very well known for being a well-cited source for a lot of YouTube creator controversies. Even though said controversies may start on YouTube, they almost always move to Twitter as a convenient place to make those iOS notepad, black typeface on a white background, apologizing for whatever event has landed them in the crockpot of the court of public opinion. What was I on about? Oh right, the bad side of editing tweets. Of course, when it comes to editing tweets, there will always be bad apples on the platform. Someone with a nefarious intent to stir the pot, as they say, will make a controversial statement, garner backlash for that nuclear hot take, and then edit their tweet to make it something completely different and make an entire community look like assholes. It would just be the entirety of this comment section on a Reddit thread.
Aw, cut them some slack. They might be new? Edit. Wait, did I miss a joke or something? Hey, don't add a fake edit like that. Originally, your post was extremely angry and said something about hoping that the hairdresser dies. You changed it to seem like you were the reasonable person just trying to advocate for the poor hairdresser straight out of school. Slimy bitch. Yeah, I don't know why the other guy would be like, okay, Hitler, just take a deep breath.
Which would make Twitter a much worse place than it already is, as people would claim harassment on posts where surface level they were being reasonable and kind, but the commenters know OP was genuinely being a dickhead. Adding the edit tweet button would, in my opinion, and it's my cynical opinion, mind you, hurt the website more than it would help it. There would be a massive influx of false harassment campaigns and false harassment accusations where people would egg on the general Twitter community, then change their entire tune in a matter of seconds. As much as this pains me to say, a lot of the appeal of Twitter is that once you say your piece, it's there for the entire community to see, which is very beneficial for things like media-related things, such as people announcing their showrunner titles, or companies making their game announcements. But we also have to take the worst of it, such as the bi-weekly expose pieces of celebrities saying reprehensible things in their past. In the Wired video, Jack Dorsey answers Twitter questions from Twitter. He directly comments on the idea of an edit tweet button.
At Tazy Doris asks, IO Twitter, can we get that edit button in 2020? The answer is no. The reason there's no edit button, there hasn't been an edit button traditionally, is we started as a SMS text messaging service. So as you all know, when you send a text, You can't really take it back. We wanted to preserve that vibe and that feeling in the early days. But now, we have an app and a lot of people are using us on the web. And there's some issues with edit that we can solve. One is you might send a tweet and then someone might retweet that, and then an hour later you completely change the content of that tweet, and that person that retweeted the original tweet is now retweeting and rebroadcasting something completely different. So that's something to watch out for. A lot of people want it because they want to fix a quick spelling error or a broken link or whatnot. And that's great. We've considered a 1-minute window or a 30-second window to correct something, but that also means that we have to delay sending that tweet out, because once it's out, people see it. So these are all the considerations. It's just work, but we'll probably never do it.
Evil people will do evil, no matter what tools you give them. And if an edit tweet feature were to be set in place, the Twitter community would be a lot more skeptical and hesitant to support anything anyone says, even if the tweets aren't edited. So just for a bit of fun and to flex my massive intellect, I'd like to propose a concept for an edit tweet feature that would disincentivize the idea of re-editing tweets to speak an entirely new message. So before I get into it, let me clarify, I'm not a website designer, nor a programmer of any sort. I just like making concepts and designs, so this section is more for fun and a possible way of preventing the issue of people trying to stir shit that didn't exist in the first place. The big issue I have is discerning what tweets have been edited and which ones haven't, as well as what the original tweet said if it were edited. There's something very deep in my brain that always questions what the original said if I've seen something has been edited. And I'd like to think that conceptually at least, the way I'd like to see it done is that in the drop-down menu containing some general tweet tools such as the delete button, the hidden replies, as well as muting the tweet, you can hold 2 extra options. If your tweet hasn't been edited, there would be an edit tweet button, which, once edited, would add a little message right next to the date and time of the tweet being posted, edited on, and then the date. And if the tweet was previously edited, a view original tweet button would appear, which would display a panel showcasing the original tweet. You could also make it so that the edited on date part can open the view original tweet panel. Or you could fill up some of the white space in the view tweet activity panel by showing the original underneath the edited one. Basically from this to this. It's a noticeable decrease in empty white space, in my opinion at least. You could also add how many impressions and engagements both versions had. There's a lot you can do to fight the people who would use the edit feature for nefarious purposes. With that said, dickheads will be dickheads. In conclusion, even though it'd be really nice to have an edit tweet button, the amount of shit slinging that would happen and issues it would make, as well as the foundation set by Twitter when it was first made, makes it really hard to see tweet editing being a plausible feature at all. If they were to add it though, I'd like to hope that they go into either the seconds-long time space to do it in, or include what I previously concepted to try and fight against the idea of completely changing the original tweet for nefarious purposes. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the implementation of an edit tweet button. Before I go, I just want to say thank you so much for the support on the previous video, and I got more content coming soon, I promise. See you guys next time. Adios.